So we are at the trailhead for the Islay Hill Trail, and this is the first time I've seen any cows grazing at the base of the hill, but it's a nice street and they don't seem to mind me, taking some video of them. But this is a nice little hike, and I do mean that. It's a fairly short hike. We'll be headed up this trail, and it goes some switchbacks all the way up to the top there. I don't know how high the elevation is, not very high, but it's, as I said, a nice casual hike. Beautiful day as always, and we're off to a good start. Like so many of these hikes, you get really pretty spectacular views. And even though we're only up a couple hundred feet, if that, this presents a great view of the Edna Valley. Then we have sort of the airport area over here. You can see the airport tower, I believe. And then we just saw a passenger train go by, which is kind of fun. And then further up, we get closer to San Luis Obispo and the Marigold area. And in fact, you can see a couple more of the Seven Sisters. The one in the short one in the foreground, I don't know the name of that, but off in the distance is San Luis Mountain, which we saw before from Bishop's Peak, and Bishop's Peak is essentially the third peak that you see there. The Craggedy Peak, is that a word? Craggedy? I don't know. The Rocky Peak, they're off in the distance. And then, sorry, I'm out of breath. Another beautiful day in San Luis Obispo. You gotta love it. We are continuing our hike up Islay Hill on a windy but reasonably warm winter day in San Luis Obispo. You do encounter a lot of other hikers, and we're going to encounter the jogger here in a minute and his doggy. Let's see how we can do with them. Hey buddy. Nice doggy. So again, it's a short hike. It's less than a mile actually, but man, the views are pretty spectacular, and we're already seeing those. It's a good exercise and a good way to wrap up 2024. This is New Year's Eve, believe it or not. So the other view to see from here is the view of, well, it's not much of a view, come to think of it, but that's the Johnson Road. Isn't it Johnson Road? Yeah, Johnson Avenue, whatever it is, sort of corridor there that leads into San Luis Obispo and San Luis Obispo High School off in the distance there. Gorgeous day, and hope you're enjoying the hike. I know I am. So we are on the sort of the south side of Islay Hill now, pretty near the top. Incredible views of wide open spaces out here. Johnson Avenue, I think it is still called out here. And there is the Edna Valley sort of off to the right there, on down to Rio Grande and Pismo Beach and all that stuff. So again, a really very spectacular view. So I arrive at the top of Islay Hill, and there's a new addition up here. He's got some binoculars, and we'll show you what he or she is looking at. We've already taken a peek at it. It's essentially the Edna Valley area with lots of vineyards and tons of open space. It's really beautiful out here. I don't know of any other word to describe it. It's just beautiful. Open space, clear, beautiful day, green mountains, and the vineyards are very green, and they look great. The whole thing is just beautiful. So off in the distance, we can see Highway 227. Or maybe you can see that, and that goes down to the South County. And the airport is off to our right a little bit. I saw a plane landing just now. So there's your hike up Islay Hill in San Luis Obispo. Great exercise. It's even though it's only about a mile hike, you do get a lot of elevation gain. Every step virtually is uphill. So good exercise, and the reward is spectacular. Thanks for joining me.